It's a boys' day.
We just started, John, and he's
I
already
hate when
jumping
it's all
the
boys.
board. Hi, hello, and welcome back to the Break Room, our daily live show that keeps you updated on all the nerdy news you need to know. And yes, it's a boys' day here at the Break Room.
Jess's advice to me when I called her on the phone begging her to be on the show today was just be more feminine.
Well, we tell you that all the time. Coming up on the show today, Manny Jacinto finds a good place in a galaxy far, far away. We've got a new thirsty thespian, so cute, the graphic Dashiell. And we got we're hearing something about Echo.
Ooh.
Echo?
Ooh.
We're hearing something about Echo?
We're hearing something about Echo.
There you go. We've got lots of wonderful guests on the show today. I'm Brandon, who cares? Jessica's not here because she's working very hard on her She-Hulk episode 5 breakdown. But across the table from me and across my heart is John Costa.
Hope to die.
That's right.
Put your finger in your eye.
Oh my God.
Cross your heart.
Full stop.
I got there. I got there. I just thought you had
Hope
more.
not, John.
No, that's it.
I thought you had more.
That's it.
Next to John, we got Tom Michelson. Say hello, Tom.
Hey, yo, how's it going, fam? Thanks for having me back. Ready for this all-boys break room.
All
right, in that case, let's get this show on the road. I don't give a crap about any of that
there he goes.
God damn.
There he goes, letting the tiger out of the cage.
Straight vodka in here.
Speaking of caged wild animals, Tommy Bechtold, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. I can't wait for the show today.
No,
You pieces of garbage.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Today for our chat redemption, because everyone hates me, we're gonna eat spicy things.
It's Spicy Thursday.
It's Spicy Thursday with our spicy takes.
We need a better name for that.
We're working on it. If you got a better name for Spicy Thursday, call in. We're taking, for every $100 in super chats that we raise today, we'll eat something spicy.
Yes.
Tommy's written some numbers.
They sort of look like the Zodiac.
I was going to say, yeah.
I'll never tell.
The number will associate to how much of the spicy
I was
item
trying. The markers keep running out of energy.
Or is it how many of the item we eat?
We're running out of energy.
It's a very
Markers by Goop.
It's a very existential redemption.
The markers smell like genitals.
I apologize, but I
I just
also
tuned into
don't.
this part of the conversation.
They're
What?
Paltrow markers.
Oh boy, yeah, we need a lady back on this show for sure.
Throat Thursday.
Stop it.
Golden
Absolutely
Throat
not.
Thursday.
Absolutely not. But yeah, we're gonna be talking She-Hulk episode 5 on the show today. So if you haven't caught up, make sure you do. Come back to this video.
If you're wondering why we
do.
spelled Avengers wrong,
Yeah, if you're like,
watch the episode.
if they're like, oh, these idiots spelled Avengers wrong, we got you.
Yeah, haven't seen She-Hulk yet.
Fool
Yeah,
your
you
ass.
haven't seen. Now you're the fool, I think. The play's the thing wherein we'll catch the conscience of the king.
Stop being a nerd.
A little Hamlet for you all.
Jesus
But before we get to
Christ.
that, let's get to some headlines.
Hey, let's get to the headlines. Hey,
I already said it.
well, you know what? Sometimes, yeah.
Let's get to the headlines.
Can we get one from Tom?
Hey, let's get to the headlines, guys.
go.
Yeah, let's do
That was
it.
great. Hey, Variety is reporting that Manny Jacinto, if you're familiar with The Good Place, has been cast in the upcoming Disney Plus series, The Acolytes.
I love it.
A lot of
'cause
casting news.
Now that means him and
There he
Pillboy are both part of Disney
Star
Plus
Wars
series.
and
There you go.
Star Wars
He's
universe,
so,
because
so beautiful.
We
Yeah.
got
in that picture.
Titania.
Oh, that's right.
he was in
Mandalorian.
He was in
Have you
Mandalorian,
seen
one of the
Mandalorian?
villagers. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
Oh, it's a straight show on Disney
never heard of
Plus.
that
Yeah.
show. A Variety has heard from sources that Jacinto is joining a previously announced series led by Amandla. Why am I doing headlines today?
You
Stenberg
wanted to do
in the
this.
series, as well as cast members Jodie Turner-Smith and Lee Jung-jae.
Yeah, lots of
Nice.
casting news about Acolyte.
Yeah,
coming
that's
out.
I love
Long.
it. It sounds like they're going to start
Knick-knack,
shooting soon.
settle down. We don't want to eat anything spicy. Come on, be cool.
I would love an all-ladies break room. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Please.
Hey, in a procedural move, we love procedure. Disney has removed Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron from its release schedule. Don't worry, Star Wars movie fans. We still have movies being produced by Kevin Feige, a potential Rian Johnson type of thing. We've got Taika Waititi's movie, and we've got Skeleton Crew. They're not done with movies. There's rumors about a Mandalorian movie happening too. But on this Disney release day shuffle, they also moved an untitled Marvel film from February 16th, 2024. That was sort of going to be a late Phase 5 movie. They've moved that movie to September 6th, 2024, which is going to come out between the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. A lot of people were thinking that was Deadpool 3. It won't be a Spider-Man film because Sony sets the release dates on those. We don't know what it is.
It would be crazy if Deadpool sews the whole phase together.
Hey, it's a multiverse story, right?
Yeah,
You know?
He could be the-
it
he
makes
could be the
sense,
hero.
but it would just also be nuts.
If he's the like Captain Marvel, the like
Yeah.
you need to win the whole thing.
And then it turned out we didn't need to watch that movie in order to enjoy Endgame. I'm not upset.
Wow.
I'm not upset.
Wow.
Moving on,
Not
next
a good look for the
headline.
old male break room.
Not a good look.
You're right.
Brian K,
You're right.
settle
Good luck.
down.
I went to the premiere of that movie. It was a lot of fun. Keke
flex.
Palmer has responded to some fan casting of her as Rogue.
I think it's fascinating.
Fascinating fan casting.
Casting.
Some folks on TikTok were fan casting her as Rogue, and she sent out this little tweet saying, "Call my agent." What does it say?
Come on, agent.
Come on, agent.
With a lot of teams.
But then you gotta like
Agent.
tag your agent. I think you gotta call them
That's
out.
right.
Right.
Agents on Twitter
Don't be a
respond.
coward.
Do you
Make
think
it
she's at a
happen.
boutique, or you think she's at one of the big three?
I didn't pull up my studio system subscription. My card got overdrawn.
Hey, if you got IMDb Pro in the chat, let us know who's
Call
repping
in.
Keke Palmer, please.
Yeah.
Please let us know. I like it. I'm in.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Why not?
Do it, you cowards.
Seemingly you got cast this way. I'm sure other people have gotten cast in the MCU by just asking.
Yeah, just at Kevin Feige, like, hey, movie, please?
Yeah.
Next headline. Rashida Sheeds. Why am I doing this? Ole Iwola
Sure, yeah.
from Southside has joined the cast of Marvel Studios' Disney Plus series Ironheart in an undisclosed role via Deadline. Why do they keep doing this to us? Undisclosed role. Disclose the role.
If they disclose the role, it ruins it, right? We have to speculate.
Now, do you remember telling me at D23 they were saying they're still shooting Ironheart? I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah.
All the footage they showed, which
Very-
had like
felt very early, right?
well, it did, but it also had some VFX, like
Yeah.
very complete VFX done on it. But they're still shooting this show, so it's very
They're
interesting. They're telling
cast.
this
These
out.
are just trickling out
Right.
because they want this show to be in the
headlines.
news cycle on our show.
If we could see any of these people in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, I don't
Very
know.
true.
It's
I don't
funny
know.
because a lot of these, a lot of the times, I think their play Marvel is just to have it be undisclosed every role because sometimes they'll cast somebody and be like, ooh, undisclosed, and the movie will come out and be like, oh, you were just a small side agent.
Yeah, you were
It didn't
Pug.
really matter. Yeah,
You
exactly.
were-
You were
yeah,
Pug,
I mean,
and it didn't really
Pug
matter.
understands sneaker culture on a level. And he
to
also
rock,
worked
what to
it
sock.
into a date.
They got to
with
get
Mickey.
Complex
True.
to do that, like choose a sneaker video with Pug. Next headline. Alakwa Cox has revealed some of the first plot details for Echo in an interview with Phase Zero at D23 over the weekend. Can we play that clip?
Now, the last time we saw you in the MCU, Alakwa, Echo shot Kingpin in the face. Now, I want to hear, what does that mean for where we find you when this series picks up?
Okay, so all I can say is that Maya's actions are leading her to Oklahoma to reconnect with her indigenous roots and find the definition of family and community. But we don't know about Kingpin yet. I don't really know. Can't really say anything.
She goes on to make a little bit of a flub in that she gives off some information. She says she goes back to her family in Oklahoma to connect with her indigenous roots, and that leads her to finding out about her powers. And then she's like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I said too much. I take it back." So we saw some descriptions of footage at D23. Y'all
you
were at
guys were there,
D23
yeah.
and said you thought her hands looked like they were
Yeah, they
glowing.
were
There's a
glowing.
moment she like,
Yeah.
looks at her hands. It looks like they're glowing, but there's also going to be a lot of kind of magical realism in this show in that it's going to go through generations. We're going to see like flashbacks to her ancestors,
Yeah.
and things like that. And it looks like they're presenting this idea of like a female warrior of the tribe that has either distinguishing tattoos or symbols. And in that trailer too, we see like an elder who makes one of her prosthetic legs, but puts like that sun symbol that we've seen on her jacket
yeah.
and was a tattoo on
Yeah.
her father. He says something about it being like a source of power or a symbol of power.
Interesting.
That makes a lot of sense, especially since in
Yeah.
the first lines with Echo in it, they talk about dragons and
Right.
magic, and in the comics right now, or I don't know, I think she still is. Echo becomes the new host of the Phoenix Force, so
I was gonna
I
say,
wonder if there's a connection
It
there.
seems like they're probably not connected. A lot of people were speculating Phoenix Force, but this seems like it's probably coming from her family rather
Yeah,
than.
but who knows if they're gonna like present who knows how they'll do the Phoenix Force in the MCU.
They
And
could
would
do
be-
out of order in terms
Yeah.
of like Jean getting it first type of a thing, or have it be part of her family's
I think
magic that she's
another
connected to.
trilogy of Phoenix Saga.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Run it again,
Yeah,
baby.
we
Third
really
time's
Time's
a
a
charm.
charm.
But yeah, like an idea that like the Phoenix Force is something that existed on Earth, and like in the MCU, it comes from Earth. It becomes a problem for the rest of the galaxy. The idea that Earth is always the problem in the MCU. There's too much bad stuff going on there. I think could be a lot of fun. But I'm excited to see the show. And the sense I got from Kevin Feige as he talked about like Ironheart, with the idea of like technology versus magic.
Yes.
I think that we'll see more and more of that in these phases.
They
this,
feel like
multiverse
they're on a
saga.
collision course, right? Like we've had a lot of magic recently.
Like the rings, right? The 10 rings
Yeah.
are both technology and magic.
Sure.
All
Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Hey, nice headline.
Very respectful.
So soft
Very
and
dignified.
gentle.
Next headline.
Hey, you.
Next
Next
headline. After announcing the Avengers Kang Dynasty at this year's Comic-Con, Marvel Studios have found the writer who will pen this highly anticipated flick. We missed the story yesterday. I apologize. It came in
It was
just a
pretty
little too
late.
late.
A
A
little
little too late.
late.
Deadline's reporting that Jeff Loveness, writer on Rick and Morty, but now recently wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, is going to be writing Kang Dynasty for Marvel. I want to talk about this a little bit before we get to our main discussion today. Daniel Destin Cretton is going to be directed The Ten Rings, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Also going to be directing the Shang-Chi sequel. But it is interesting to see Marvel sort of graduating people from projects to bigger projects. There's some rumors. We don't usually talk about rumors on this
boy. I
channel.
don't like
There's some
rumors.
rumors.
John,
There's
I
some,
don't like where
there's
you're
some
going
When you
with
pull
this.
your shirt up, I know we're about to
speculation
get dirty.
that Ryan Coogler might be the person that they're trying to get to direct Secret
Secret
Wars.
Wars,
Cougs.
The Kooksman?
But I do like
He is
this.
doing Armor, or he's doing Ironheart.
He's producer,
He's
I
like
think, or
producing
showrunner or
Ironheart,
something.
or
Yeah, not
Producing-
director though.
Yeah, there's an
no,
Okoye
yeah.
series coming out. But I think he has an overall deal with Marvel. But it's interesting, right? They took the writer from Loki, Michael Waldron, and loved what he did on Loki and sort of graduated him to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Do you think that this leads any credence to the fact that maybe Marvel just loves Quantumania a lot? And
It seems
obviously
like
it's
they
a
do,
Kang,
right? Like
it's a Kang show,
Yeah.
but you guys have seen footage now from Quantumania.
The vibe around it definitely feels like they're like, we got something great here.
Cool.
We don't know what. Like we got to get this out to the man, because they're making it kind of a concerted effort to be like, this is an Ant-Man movie, but it's also a MCU movie. Like it's not just a standalone franchise for Ant-Man. It is important to the MCU. So I feel like with all the effort they're putting into that, they must know they're onto
I'm
something.
getting vibes almost like a Captain America Civil War, which that was Captain America 3, but
Right,
it was
but-
such
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a nexus for all these things that are going to explode from the MCU, and that's the vibe I'm getting. I haven't even seen the
Well,
film.
and at Comic-Con, Kevin Feige did lump this film in when he was talking about Marvel team-up films. He sort of mentioned Doctor Strange.
right, yeah.
He mentioned a couple other films and called them team-up. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Wanda, Doctor Strange.
You're
Rick-
right.
America
Chavez.
I wasn't arguing with
Team up.
you. I was just thinking.
Well, I'm just saying he referred to this as a team-up. Now we only know, right, that the regular Ant-Man cast is going to be in it, plus Cassie
And Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is going to
Murray.
be in the film, and then MODOK and Doom, but we don't know of any people from existing MCU properties that are going to join. You didn't see any of that in new footage. So people are saying like maybe some kind of TVA Loki might show up, but I think that's just because Kang's going to be in the
Yeah.
film. But it'll be interesting to see if or who is going to be in that movie.
Yeah,
100%.
I think you're on the right track, though. I think, Loveness's writing of Kang might have impressed them enough to be like, hey, why don't you kind of keep telling this story? We like what you're setting up here. And yeah, I did get the sense that like the first half or the first third of that movie will feel like an Ant-Man movie, the more comedy side, a little more lighthearted, but then it's probably going to get heavy and serious and like really start to break apart, which will be exciting.
Fantastic Four, maybe that's the team up.
Ooh, that
We love talking Fantastic
No, I
Four.
think the Fantastic
Someone
Four.
just said it in the chat. I've chilled.
The Fantastic Four is just going to be 4 separate stories that have nothing to do with each other. We call them Fantastic Four stories.
It's directed by Jim Jarmusch.
We have had some polls in
4
the
separate
chat. If you could have another good place actor in Star Wars, who would it be? Kristen Bell.
Ooh.
I'd love to see Kristen Bell take on a hut.
Come on,
make her
dancing.
a hut. Put her in the
Make her a hut.
Not even 3D. Put her in a hut costume.
I'll just say Dazzler. You know, she can sing. She's probably can roller skate really well.
That's
I
fine.
I think Eric had pitched Ted Danson. Someone in the Slack today pitched Ted Danson as Doom, and I mean that's not Star Wars obviously, but that would be fun.
Yeah.
I know he's getting so old. I love him, but he's like 78.
Star Wars, not Marvel. Yeah.
Protect him at all costs.
Protect that dancing.
Do you think Echo will forgive Kingpin? 77% said no. No.
I think it depends on the food.
I think she will.
It'll be funny, though. She went, boom, I forgive you.
I think she will.
Yeah, you know what? All's passed now.
I think if you shoot someone in the face and they survive, I think you have. I think you are obligated to forgive them.
Yeah, you're right.
point.
You're right. You
know
did
what?
something much worse.
Yeah. It's the adage: if you shoot a man in the heart, you kill him immediately. Shoot a man in the face, friend for life.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
I've heard that.
My favorite adage. And do you think we'll get a Rick and Morty reference in either of Loveness's MCU films? 65% said yes. I'm worried that all these sleeper Rick and Morty writers are now planted in the MCU and could be activated at any moment.
Hey, maybe Bill Murray's gonna play a Rick in
that's
the
what I'm afraid
Chronopolis.
of. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm afraid
People will be
Harmon is
burping
taking it down from the
mid-conversation.
inside.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there was a knock on Avengers in the very first episode.
And it was
in
Ant-Man
the
and
very
the
first
Wasp,
episode of Rick and Morty this season.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pretending not to
We
know what Iron
haven't
Man
we
was.
haven't gotten a
That's
Rick and
right.
Morty reference in She-Hulk yet. We haven't. We didn't get one in Loki. We did not get one in Multiverse of Madness. I don't know. Maybe.
They're waiting.
Sam
They
Raimi
can't,
was
they can't
like,
do
"Don't
it right
fuck with
away.
that movie."
If they do it right away, then they'll get caught. You got to bury in deep,
Okay.
much like Hydra did.
Yeah, see, Justice League, they had a Rick and Morty in the background TV, and
there
look
you
what
go.
happened to them.
Does
you
it
go.
count if the Citadel of Ricks was based off of the Illuminati, and then we got the Illuminati in a Waldron movie?
I think it counts. I think it counts. Nick Max sent in a super chat saying, "Love you guys, but I think we need an all-ladies break room next."
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's
We
do it.
I don't
agree.
think anyone's arguing with that.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're a lady out there, call in. Brian K, thank you for your super chat. Robin suggesting Thirsty Thursdays or Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Thirsty for
Thursdays,
some
I like
spicy
Thursdays.
food.
Thirsty for spicing. New Master saying you could call it spicy thespians. Well, Tommy's an actor. Tom's an actor. I don't know about
You're
that.
an actor, Brandon.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
act like a piece of shit.
I did a
That's for the
pilot read
show.
at
Stop
IO
that
Chicago once.
Oh, look at this guy.
There you go.
Dropping names.
Heyo.
Match143 saying Anna Werepuppy, Heart Eyes. I think
that
a
from
reference to
yesterday?
yesterday's show.
Oh,
That's a
deep.
yesterday's
That's a
super
24-hour.
chat.
Wow,
That's a
24-hour
yesterday's
deep
super
cut.
chat.
Oh, I went
Hold
too
up,
far.
Brandon, you freak.
Oh, I went too far.
flew too close
I went
to
too
the
far.
sun.
But yeah, send in your super chats.
If you were an actor, you'd know. He would
We're
go
so
to
close
those
to
lines.
making Tommy eat.
No, it
Something
doesn't have to be
spicy.
me, guys. It
No,
can be
Tommy
someone else.
agreed to eat everything spicy on the show today.
Sugar and spice. And
You know what else was pretty spicy? Hitting that like button.
Oh!
But what else was hitting? What else was spicy? I thought was last night's episode of She-Hulk. Let's talk about it. a little bit. I love this reveal of like a superhero costume maker.
So mean.
It's so mean, so vicious. I love that actor. I forget his name. He's on The Flight Attendant. Probably the best thing about that show. But this reveal that there's a haberdasher for the superheroes, right? And he's successful enough that he has like the secret office. He's got a lot of materials he's working with. So it seems like there's enough like B level and C level, either enhanced or superhumans at this point to keep this guy going. Now he could be existing on like the idea that he works for superheroes, but he seemed pretty nonplussed to be in the presence of one. Like it was not shocking for him.
Well, and also, you know, he has an exclusive air about him, right? So he must have a client list that's long enough to
But
support.
hasn't got an Avenger yet.
Hasn't gotten an Avenger yet.
Got
but
pretty close. Walking out the door when She-Hulk walked in, wasn't that Frog or
Leapfrog?
Well, yes.
leaving? I think the back of him with his
I
new
wouldn't call
outfit.
Leapfrog an Avenger, but that's just
No,
my
I'm just saying
presentation.
she's getting close. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw him, got that helmet for DD. I just think it's really great that, you know, this whole time they've had to really kind of, I feel like, go out of their way to explain how these super costumes get here. Like, you know, AO comes with this briefcase to Sam Wilson's be like, by the way, we made this for you, and it's from Wakanda. And now that Tony's gone and no one can he can't just whip out a suit for you like he did for Spider-Man. It makes sense to kind of have a hub now where they can just say, remember that guy? He made the suit. Now let's move on, because otherwise they would have to explain, well, Jennifer Walters in this stretchy purple thing. Why?
Well,
it
I
makes
think
sense now.
This was like a very Edna Mode from Incredibles.
Yes.
Joke that has been
Nutcapes.
done, the like the fashionista kind of haute couture superhero suit maker. Because in the Daredevil Netflix show, he has his boy in New York. Gladiator was the person.
Yes.
I forget his name.
Who made the
Miller.
Stiltman legs in the back? Yeah.
Peter or something.
Peter Miller. If you remember the name of Daredevil's
Colin.
costumer, Colin. He is the Gladiator. Remember that. That's
He's
his
in jail.
character.
He's in jail.
He was in jail, and he was also like working out of a garage,
Yeah.
like very underground. This is like much more mainstream, which is interesting. And I also,
But still, underground, right? They had to go to a boba tea
yeah, it was
place,
secret.
and then they had to be shown a bunch of Avengers merchandise.
But that's
You know?
also building up the exclusivity of it, right?
Right.
If it's difficult to get into, this guy doesn't need influencers coming in off the street filming content in his studio.
Right.
He's got to have some layer of protection. For
So
that.
question, did Matt Murdock go and hire this guy? Or
Okay,
did Daredevil go hire
let's-
this guy? Because that was my other
Yeah.
thing. He would walk in and be like, I'm just looking for the space. No, really? What I really want is a suit or...
Make my friend suit the exact
Yes,
size as
my
me.
clients,
Melvin
exactly.
Potter. Thank you.
Melvin Potter, that was
Melvin
his
Potter,
name.
thank you.
Thank you.
So
Oliver
embarrassing.
Monroe.
Oliver
We saw
Monroe.
yours first, but a lot of people, Lillian
Lillian Dow got in
Samuel
there.
Battenfield, thank you all. Melvin Potter, the Gladiator. 2 questions. I love what you're bringing up Daredevil. They're still saying Avengers right now. Is she an Avenger? Because the
They
public
said she
is
was
still
rejected
saying,
from the
yeah.
Avengers.
right.
Yeah,
Public is
absolutely.
still using Avenger terminology at this point.
Mhm.
We are post Shang-Chi, so we're post the guy coming out of the ground, the Celestial coming out of the ground.
Right.
We're post
Tiamat?
The fight of
Tiamat.
Thanos.
We're post the snap, the blip, the blippening, whatever you
Right.
want to call it. There's debate about whether or not the events of No Way Home have happened yet.
Oh, right.
I like to think they have
You
not
have to
happened
think
yet.
that they are. They've happened.
I don't think they have happened yet. I will have that argument with
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Did
Wong's
Oscar.
comment is curious.
right, but
so-
Wong wouldn't remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But he would
That's
know
what I
the
mean.
spell.
I think
Maybe
that
he's talking about
lends-
something
But they
else.
also established. Sorry, I'm derailing this whole
No,
conversation.
you're right about this.
They
Blake.
established
You're right
in
about
No
this.
Way Home that they
Yeah,
do the
they've done
memory
it
wipe
before.
spell all the time.
And Wong had done it before.
Yes.
Like
So
Christmas party or
him
whatever
saying
it was.
that then could just be like, I'm not doing a
No, I
memory
agree.
wipe
I think
spell.
I'm
I'll fight you right now,
I'm
Tom.
on your side.
Yeah.
I do think it
So
takes
anyways,
place after.
But we also, as we talked about on this show on Tuesday, Kevin Feige brought up the idea that there are no Avengers right now. But that's also like the government maybe isn't making it very clear that,
And it's
hey
weird
guys,
'cause
there's no new Avengers.
You get the Doctor Strange to Wong,
Yes.
I think we'll get you back in the lunchbox. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, so there's still merchandise.
There's people out there
Yeah, yeah.
who think
Well, you
they
gotta
have a
make
job.
You gotta make money.
Yeah.
There's
Speaking
people
of
out there-
which, these mugs.
Oh, yeah, these people are available.
This discussion.
Can't get this mug though. Can't get this mug.
It's gone now, you blew it.
Lost your chance.
Okay, so the Avengers, the public at least thinks there is an Avengers
Yeah,
organization.
well,
and
they
you
probably
can't
have
be a
to
part of.
feel safe.
Yeah,
right?
just to keep us safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're being lied to. It's what they call
Yeah,
that's a good
security
point.
theater, folks.
It's like money. It's not
Yeah.
real.
It's not real. It's just ones and zeros in your bank account. Nothing's real. Daredevil. I want to talk about Daredevil. So this kind of makes sense to me because I was wondering before, how does Matt Murdock come to LA with
Right.
the Daredevil suit? Because if
Oh
he's
my
going
God,
through
they're in
TSA,
LA. I didn't even think of
yeah,
that.
if he's
That's
going
right.
through TSA, if he's flying commercial, which I assume Matt Murdock's flying commercial, you can't check your costume.
He's a lawyer.
Into the but he's not got a private
Dude.
plane. He doesn't work for a big
He
firm.
mailed it. He
But
mailed it.
even mailing it is risky. You're gonna lose your suit in the mail, and you don't think the post office is going through your packages? You don't think the UPS guys checking stuff out?
alright,
like that?
conspiracy
Right.
He can just
right.
for Daredevil's sake. If he gets lost, all I need is some black hoodie and bandanas,
Right.
and now we're back to the bare
Right, but he
knuckle
wants the
season
armor.
1.
needs
He
the
doesn't
armor.
know what his costume looks like. Why should we care?
Right, which is why I think they're getting the yellow on there. I think he went in there with the red one,
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, I'm Daredevil in New
So he-
York.
okay,
Have you
so
seen
Matt
that?
Murdock-
He ran out of red
I'm in
fabric.
New
You
York.
gotta add
Can
some
you get me
yellow.
a new one?"
Matt
Exactly.
Murdock
He'll
flies
never
to LA with his yellow
Mails,
Daredevil
but he
suit.
mails it.
He mails it ahead of time.
Mails it, uh-huh.
Okay, I don't believe that either. I think that's too risky. But I do like the idea of him calling a guy in LA to make him a suit,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have to risk losing his suit in the mail or traveling with it. I think that's very
Well,
smart.
but also you could do this, right? We saw in Multiverse of Madness when Doctor Strange was walking around in Earth 838 that people were like, "You fucking stole that thing, didn't you?"
Oh,
He could just walk around and be like, "I'm a Daredevil impersonator, and I'm
yeah. It is true.
came from Avengers
It is
Con,
true.
and I'm flying to LA."
Because I also think, especially a guy like Daredevil, you run a risk with having this costumer who is well known enough that the drip hookup knows how to find
Right.
him,
The boba
right?
guy
the
knows
drip,
him. Yeah.
the drip broker.
The drip broker.
broker.
My apologies to Pug out there. you would think a bad guy could find this guy too. It'd be like, hey, what are the weaknesses to Daredevil's suit? Like, what are, this is Rogue One all over again. This guy could be putting deficiencies inside of these suits. He could be Hydra. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
But that's a good question. Do you think he's working both sides? He's like, I'll make a suit for
I think,
anybody.
yeah. Mm-hmm. He doesn't see good and bad. He just sees clients, baby. Clients. It's also why I think Sam Wilson, Captain America, needs to get rid of his suit immediately.
I agree.
Because
they're bugging it.
The Wakandans have shown that they build in fail-safes. Imagine if
I think Gates has gotten
Where the hell are you going?
I gotta pee so bad.
What?
I gotta pee so bad.
We're losing Tommy.
I'll be back.
He doesn't agree with any of this. He's
No, I'm in. I'm in on all of it.
Dashiell, cut his mic, for God's sakes.
This is not a live show. We just script bits in like this so that everyone can
We
continue
really
to
need the
believe
girls
that we're
back.
live.
I'm so sorry, guys.
I'm so sorry. Rodrigo Vargas
We've
said
done
it best
96 episodes of this show.
with his super chat. It is a sausage fest in here.
Agree.
William Kerr suggesting
don't have a
tongue
sausage.
torture Thursday. I hate the sound of that. And Bucky Barnes, ATL, always keeping it Gucci to Moochie. We thank our super chatters out there. Again, if we had $100 in super chat, we'll spin the wheel and eat that number of. We got spicy jelly beans, spicy chips.
That quantity of spicy items.
We'll also make Tommy drink another gallon of water to keep him nice and liquefied inside and out. But yeah, I guess like the biggest thing we're asking here is like, with this guy who's building enough suits, do you think there is like a West Coast Avenger? Is there enough here? Is there a group on the West Coast right now?
Well, I think there is just by nature of
even if the government's not running around. Do you think enough enhanced
Captain
people have gotten
Marvel?
together?
Oh no, she landed in LA, but she's not from LA. But I was just gonna say, what if the next episode She-Hulk goes to New York actually, and somehow the guy's mailing Matt Murdock's suit back to him.
You think he's mailing it to New York?
I love this mail idea. Just let me have that.
This guy's obsessed with the mail.
Yeah, I actually work for the UPS on the side. Anyway, what if they're going to New York and that way it's not Matt Murdock trying to get to LA? Because I didn't think about that. I was like, why is Matt Murdock
I think
in
Matt
LA?
Murdock's coming to LA.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to say LA.
That scene we saw on the parking garage roof looks like an LA.
I guess.
Very LA.
I guess.
Everyone's being so nice to each other. You can tell.
That's true.
My big question is, we have heard the show is going to deal with the Sokovia Accords in one way or another, right? You have all of these like small-time enhanced people popping up all over the place. The government has to do something about that if they have this Sokovia Accords, law
still going,
in place, right? So, I don't know what it's going to look like, but we keep seeing these low-level fighters. We know that there's going to be this Emil Blonsky support group coming in some episode. Hi, Tommy. Welcome back. You're good. No. Okay.
We built an obstacle course.
So, with that being said, there is an Avengers, right? Like a C-list group of heroes
for sure.
in Los Angeles or on the West Coast. There's a West Coast Avengers definitely happening. I would love to see them team up.
Sounds like something we should talk about later.
No, I don't. What are you talking about right now?
I think he's maybe teasing some fun we could have.
That we have to do because it's mandatory.
You mean my mug?
Yep, get the new mug, guys.
Yeah, you can get that mug now right at newrockstarsmerch.com. Have a piece of the break room in your very own break room, wherever that may be.
I did wash my hands, Sammy.
Yes, I hope to God he washes
They're
hands.
so soapy clean.
Yeah. Smell it for me, John. I said John.
It's either piss or water.
We also want to remind you that next Tuesday will be our 100th episode of the Break Room. Despite your best efforts, they haven't canceled us yet, and we're still going strong. Please don't tell Felt Molina we're still on the air. But we are going to celebrate 100 episodes next Tuesday, so make sure you tune into that. We're going to have a lot of fun on here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. And we also would like to take a quick moment to share a word from our sponsors at BetterHelp.
We all want to take care of our brains and keep them happy, healthy. One good way to do that is through therapy, but maybe you don't want to leave your house. Maybe you're like, I like my house. I like my desk. I like my cat. I like my poster of Billy Joel. Thankfully, our friends at BetterHelp offer online therapy solutions. I wasn't sharing a personal experience there, but I will now. My poster of Billy Joel fell to the floor today. Was it a ghoul? Was it a goblin? Or was it just Jesus Christ reminding me that the piano man is active and out there? He lost weight during the pandemic. I gained weight, which is why BetterHelp has been helpful for me. Like I said before, BetterHelp is online therapy, so you can do whatever you feel wherever, where you feel most comfortable. And they offer video, phone, and even live chat-only therapy sessions, so you don't have to see anyone on the camera if you don't want to. You just put that camera off, put your sunglasses on inside, no one's judging you. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. And this is the part I really, actually, be serious for one moment. It is really nice. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/Breakroom. So use the code Breakroom. 10% off. Guys, if you're struggling, look at me, I'm a mess. If you're struggling, go to BetterHelp. What do you got to lose? Talk to somebody. Share it. Share it with somebody. God knows, don't DM me in my unfollowed Instagram. I can't help you. BetterHelp can, or maybe I will. I don't know. Reach out to me. That's BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Breakroom. I love you. Get in my DMs too, but go to BetterHelp. Take care of yourself. It's time for mandatory fun.
What?
Oh.
Dashiell could hear you, I guess, even though you were whispering.
He said it right to a shirt.
It's time for mandatory fun. It's time for mandatory.
Everyone's lifting their
Playing
shirt
the graphic.
today. Why is
Time
everyone
for
lifting
mandatory
their shirt
fun.
to talk to them?
The segment so successful.
Dashill's pressing that graphic button as much.
Dashiell,
He's doing it when he hears the name.
there's a chance Dashiell
my
left
gosh.
hours
I'm
ago.
gonna put
And
it
just
on
put
top.
one of those
What's going on, little bird?
Drinking bird?
This thing is on a swivel today.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I put my feet there.
It's not your fault. We're having fun. All right, listen. We all saw the Boba bootleg merch on She-Hulk, and I liked it. As a man who used to buy effing Go Nuts in Dunkin' Donuts font shirts and middle fingers towards the Duke Blue Devil shirts every chance I could get, Nike that just said, just did it, with a satisfied smiley face. Listen, I bought all the bootleg merch I could as a boy. We saw some on She-Hulk yesterday. We saw the Avengers, the Avengers,
Avengers?
the Givenchy,
Avengers.
Wongers. Well, yeah, it's a whoosie, it's a wussy, it's fairy dust. Fugazi. That's Wolf of Wall Street, Matthew McConaughey for you. So here's what I thought, boys.
Okay.
Just my guys. Tommy ASMR. Buffalo, New York. Hot wing sauce. Let's make up our own bootleg merch. I'll go first.
Oh, it's
All right,
merch.
let's do it.
Actually, I can't be here for this moment.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
sorry, guys. I'm actually getting, this is so random. Dr. Shabazz and Dr. Nasty, my two trusted
Shabazz?
physicians.
Physicians.
Shabazz is actually my attorney, but he also works as he's a Juris Doctor. He's a JD. They got a hold of some lemur tendons.
Okay.
And they're going to put them in my back.
Oh, okay.
Get my
Ooh.
back.
Tendon in your
Stretch it
back.
out. So I got to go, but there's someone else
okay.
that can
Get a
fill
little
the back
nimble.
tendons.
Okay.
Nice.
So I want to see your guys' best
coming?
bootleg merch, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't have any merch, unfortunately, but I do have this shirt. And so if I were a bootleg Avenger, I'd probably be Captain America. All right.
okay.
Captain
Land of the
America.
free, home of the brave, with red, white, and blue coming through our veins. You don't believe me? Ask my Mima. The blue of her varicals, she real blue like an avatar. All right, and where else but Merca can you get like a jug of mayo and a bazooka that'll blow your ass off? That's right, Walmart. We made that too. So in America, and Captain America, I'm the one who's really gonna hold it down. You think Steve Rogers got America's ass? I can fit America on my ass. All right,
big ass.
that's what it's like being the real Captain America.
Why don't you shut your damn mouth?
Oh, my
Oh
God.
God!
Just shut up!
Who's this?
Who
My
asked
name
me
is-
to shut up?
T. Michael Bechtold. I'm
Oh,
a man
my
about
God.
town, fashionista, producer.
You might have covered your mic, T. Michael.
Convicted
I wanna make
felon.
sure they can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Hot sauce,
Hey.
Buffalo Bills.
This is my bird Perseus, and we would like to introduce our product. It's not Hawkeye, everyone. Clint Barton hit the trash. It's crow's nose. You need accuracy? You don't use your eyes anymore. You use your sniffer.
Oh, you smell it.
Sniff it out. Precision accuracy. Everybody's got a stink, and we're out there to find it. I gotta go.
All right. Well, he's got to go find it, everybody.
Do crows have nose?
Crows have 6 noses.
I thought they got
What?
beaks.
They're like earthworms. They have 5
A
hearts,
gigantic olfactory
bunch
system.
of noses.
He's saying this as he walks very far away.
I've gotta go.
I have a friend, here.
Who are you?
I'm Squish.
Oh, Squish.
Squish.
Say
Okay.
it again.
I'm Squish.
Squish. Squish.
The counterpart in the comics to Blade.
Oh, yeah.
Blade.
Too
Blade's got a sharp edge.
Blades are
but
too
I'm
sharp.
I'm Squish.
So in this version of the Avengers, there's not a blade. There's a squeeze.
I try to stop any sort of encounter I can with calm energy, right?
You're a
therapeutic hugs.
You're a day
therapeutic
sleeper.
hugs.
Yeah.
I try to give people what they're missing from their life, which is usually a friend or a stuffed animal to rip into shreds.
You know,
Did your mother?
all I'm thinking right now is
Yeah.
the psychopaths on our YouTube that ask for us to timestamp stuff every day, and I'm like, I hope they timestamp Squish.
Yeah.
Hey, put
Please,
squishes
We don't.
in
We're
there.
never gonna do that
Squish.
for you. You guys don't deserve timestamps. But we're gonna timestamp.
This is the day to do it.
I feel insulted.
No, not you. You're great.
Wait, so
When
Squish
you're-
was your maybe we were gonna ask the same thing. Was your mom bitten by maybe a sponge of the night or
A radioactive sponge.
Radioactive
dropped on my
sponge.
Was it
mom.
a
She
scrub
in-
daddy?
She was in a convalescent
sham
home
wow?
and was receiving a sponge bath. And unfortunately, she was bit.
I hate this.
I hate when that
by a
happens.
sponge. It had teeth.
I think foam. I think foam was the stronger name.
You have all the powers of a squishy foam, but none of their weaknesses.
It's
just
not
like
foam. It's not foam. It's
Oh,
stuff.
stuff
guys,
is stuff.
yeah.
It could be foam.
We're
Could
just
be
trying to
foam.
figure this out.
It's definitely not Blade.
Oh, get out of here. I had a better pitch, and Tommy made me
It's so
change it.
hot in here.
No, we love
I'm
squish.
on fire.
We love squish.
It's
Put
fine.
sponges in the chat,
Brandon.
guys. We love squish.
Well, you all very familiar with the Avengers, and of course you're familiar with the God of Thunder himself, Thor. Okay. This guy here, okay,
Oh shit.
he's not Thor, all right. He's not Thor. He's Thor.
Hey,
Talk about good old Thor.
I don't think we can
Love
put
it when
that in a
hammer
YouTube
goes
video.
down,
Oh, no.
da-da.
From Asgard, you know what I'm talking about?
Two S's.
Gotta wear my
Ass.
Asgardian jewelry here.
Can we blur this,
With the
please?
I broke my
emphasis.
Asgardian jewelry.
Hey, we got a blur. What's
Yeah.
it called? Blurkle?
Thong is the God of Thunder from down under. You know what I'm talking
Hey.
about?
Oh.
Give you those
Hell
thunderous
yeah.
thighs, making those thunder ass
Thunder ass
thunder
gloves?
ass cheeks clap. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, 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 boom.
This was not well thought out.
That was the guy at the end of this.
Hey,
do you have to have
dump trucks in the chat.
do you have to have any special powers to lift the thong?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Can anyone lift
Only
the
people
thong?
who are worthy.
Yeah, you gotta be worthy of wearing a thong. Okay?
so
Wait, are you the
If
one
you don't
who,
got a dump in your trunk, you can't lift the thong. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Get it.
You were the one who empowered Cisco to write that song and Megan Thee Stallion at the end of
That's
that
right.
episode
that's right.
of She-Hulk.
They
right?
worship thong.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about?
Amazing.
They
Me
pray
too.
to thong every night.
You prayed a thong.
I'm gonna start
I know
doing
I
that.
do.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know you could do it, but I'm gonna do it tonight.
I don't like that we're getting a who had the best Avengers.
Well, we've got way too much
Crow's
time.
nose.
Sorry, guys.
Crow's nose.
We need the girls
Crow's
back.
nose now.
Crow's nose by a
Should we end
mile.
the show early today?
No, we're not ending this show early
Well, listen,
today.
we've got plenty of time to talk about Andor, but we won't.
Tommy,
Yeah.
we should talk about it.
We should talk about Andor. I've now seen 3 episodes,
Whoa.
and your boy got to interview the cast yesterday, and I can't wait for those videos to come out because I got in there with them. You know, I made it personal.
That's right.
And now this will be on Wiki. Is your interview gonna be on WikiLeaks?
I hope not. I hope it's on the Breakroom.
Oh,
wow.
I put it on my baby, bro. WikiLeaks, that's my side chick.
Okay, I like that. I heard you got a date after. Out
Yeah,
of it.
me and Fiona Shaw are actually an item.
Oh, okay.
That's incredible.
That's
it's
exciting
official.
stuff.
I hope she's watching.
Love
She promised she would.
That's part of being Tommy's girl. You gotta watch. Every
As
day.
the police were carrying me out of the junket room, she was like, "I'll watch tomorrow, baby."
Yeah, you did break in. You were not invited. To
It was
the
a
junket,
Zoom
but you got
junket, to
in.
be clear.
But you shut up live
I
regardless.
Hulk smashed through the door, and I said, "Let me talk to him in person. I got to make eye contact."
Tommy swatted the Zoom interview
did.
I
himself.
said,
He shut
"Diego
up.
Luna, I'm the original lunatic. Let me look you in the eye. Luna means moon."
We of course have Andor coming out next week,
Yeah.
which will be coming on the channel. We'll have WikiLeaks returns on
The triumph.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and by the way, this show, I'm sorry, not to hype it up. This show is freaking
I'm
awesome.
so hyped.
It's
Oh, it
so
looks
good.
legit.
Hype it up, please hype it up.
I'm not I'm not a shill. I don't care about Disney.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what the hell just happened to my neck?
Shoot,
got
shot.
I'm not gonna tell you to watch something I don't believe in myself. Andor, watch it once, watch it twice, watch it chicken soup with rice, baby.
Hey,
It does look good. So we'll have WikiLeaks come out that day in the afternoon because we know you guys need time to watch 3
Yeah.
episodes. Eric's Breakdown will start coming out on Wednesday. We'll get a couple out that day. Like we said, Jessica's working on the She-Hulk Breakdown right now.
We're all so
episode
busy.
5.
Could the Breakroom
They'll come out
survive?
tomorrow. The Breakroom will survive.
They're tearing us apart.
You're tearing us
The
apart.
Breakroom will survive it all.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
Aaron Berg sending
Arian.
a super chat saying, "Can we have an A-Force team for the Breakroom, please? At least one day of the week. Though,
Yeah.
testosterone is okay, but too much." Miss Marvel proves it. Jessica proves it. And the Werewolf Corgi moment yesterday was a word comedy win. Do they give out comedies for this?
They do now.
They give it awards?
I believe we won an Emmy last week.
Oh, we did.
Oh,
did we win Emmy?
that's right.
Well, you know what? I'm going to pull back the curtain for a second. That was my idea. Okay? They did my idea yesterday while I was doing the work for you guys. I didn't even get to wolf out. What's happening to me?
Oh,
You're
God.
trying to
Oh,
wolf
no.
out.
Oh, no. We don't have any of the audio cues ready.
I'm fine.
Okay.
This is the back of your
thought
neck.
you might
acting up again.
I just put some silly string on the back of my neck.
Thank God.
Call back to a week ago.
Hey, we read a poll who had the best Avengers member. Brandon won with a rousing
Yeah, I agree.
53%.
Crowsnose got 0.
Thomas Crowsnose was not in the poll. And then Dodson cheekily added the result. You think we wouldn't notice?
No.
You think we would have noticed?
That's true.
0%.
The
Crow's
people
nose-
have spoken. Crow's nose, hell's nose.
Man.
Oh, no.
Hey, thank you for watching the Break Room today. It's going to be a little bit more on hinge tomorrow, so come back and join us.
Yeah, definitely join us tomorrow. Fridays are usually pretty crazy around here. I'm sure it'll be pretty nuts tomorrow. Like we said, our 100th episode is coming up next Tuesday.
It's almost 100 episode eve. I can barely sleep. I've
Take-
been hiding
take-
my elf on a shelf.
Yeah, take the day off work. You know, make sure you got plenty of ice in
Actually,
the freezer.
don't risk it. Quit your job.
Oh, smart.
Please don't do that.
I'll send you
No,
some
do it.
money.
Always get fired so you can collect unemployment.
That's
Never
right.
Always
never
get
quit.
fired.
That's
great
a good
advice.
point. That's a good point.
Thank you to everyone for tuning in today. Thank you to all our super chatters for sending your super chats. Be sure to join our Discord where you can submit your clips of the week. We'll have a clip of the week tomorrow. I guarantee it. You can send in voicemails that we will get to one of these days.
We love the voicemail.
We're working
You're
on
not
the
sending them.
technology.
They're not sending them in.
We're working on the technology
What's
to make
going
it
on?
better.
You guys shy?
Send them
Don't
your voicemail.
ask us anything you want.
Call
Ask
me.
us
I'll give you
anything
Brandon's
ask
number.
us.
DM me. I'll give you Brandon's
We'll
number.
show you.
Yeah,
we'll
call me
show
whenever
you
you want.
Brandon's
Call
stuff.
me, baby.
Call me whenever you want. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for our Friday show. It'll be very exciting. That's another guarantee. Hit that like button if you haven't already.
And subscribe, god darn it.
And
What's going on with you guys? You watch the show and you don't subscribe?
Gosh
What are you, some
darn
kind of sicko? You jump out of the plane with no parachute? Subscribe to us. You owe me. I do this for you guys. You think I'm happy doing this? This is misery for me. This is a life prison sentence.
I didn't know
I don't
that.
know. You think I want to be 40 doing YouTube?
This is
No.
a great pitch. To
You
go out
better
on.
subscribe. You owe me.
This is incredible stuff.
This
to
is
go
what
out
happens
on.
when you eat too many spicy
They're
things
going to
for
clip
YouTube.
this off
Hey,
in 100
I'm so
episodes.
sorry.
That was a great moment in the show.
Your Honor, may I submit Exhibit A?
Oh, don't worry. I'm being arraigned on Monday. I probably won't be here Tuesday. Anyway.
All right, well, we'll see if Tommy makes it here next week. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow right here on the Break Room. Adios, ladies and